Good day. So in this session, we will be discussing the concept of functions. So basically, a function is a special relationship between an input and an output. So we can imagine it like a process, right? So you have here a process wherein you have an input, and every input that you have, you will have an output. So the function is this one. So this is the function. So we can imagine it like a machine that when you provide an input, it will give you an output. So mathematically, we can express that as a, say, f of x. So it means a function of x. So whatever input here, you will have an output that is equal to a function of x, no? So for example, suppose that you have a value or an equation, and then that particular equation will give you a specific value. Say for example, a function of x is equal to, say, 2x plus 1. We can consider this as a function if and only if this will give us a single value. Say for example, if x is equal to 1, then we can say that the function f of 1 is equal to 2. We just substitute the value of x, which is in this case 1, plus 1. So that is equal to 3. So therefore, this particular equation is a function. This is a function because it gives us single result out of the input na binigay natin. In order for you to understand this better, so let's have an example na hindi naman siya function. In terms of x pa rin, but this time, ang equation natin is square root of, say, x squared plus 1. So say for example, the value of x is equal to 2. The function of 2 is equal to square root of 2 squared plus 1. So that is equal to plus or minus the square root of 5. So this is not a function because meron kang dalawang possible answer. The positive square root of 5 and the negative square root of 5. So pag sinabi nating function ulit, dapat the result is only a single value for a single input, for a unique input. Pag hindi naman ito nangyari, then therefore that is not a function. I mean, that particular expression is not a function. Okay? So simple lang tayo. Kapag one input, one output, that's a function. One input, several outputs, that is not a function. Suppose that we have a function of x, which is equal to, say, 2x plus 1. Sometimes this function of x can be expressed using another variable, we say y. So therefore, we have now two variables involved. So yung x, which is the one that determines the value of the function, and the y, which is the resulting function. Therefore, we can have what we call the dependent and independent variables. So itong dependent and independent variables is basically the two things na kino-consider natin. So dito sa example natin, itong y is basically what we call the dependent variable. Bakit siya yung dependent variable? Because we know na ang value niya is nakadepende sa value ng x. So therefore, the x here is what we call our independent variable. So whatever the value of x, meron siyang corresponding value of y. So that is why we call the variable y as dependent. Suppose meron tayong ganyan, and we are to put a table here wherein meron tayong y and meron tayong x here. Suppose that we have a value of 0 for x. Therefore, we just have to substitute that. So ito, si y is basically, ito yung tinatawag nating function of 0, which is the y is equal to 2 times 0 plus 1 is 1. Kita natin dito guys that this is the relationship between y and x is the independent. We can plug in whatever value of x is, and then it will give us a value of y, which is the dependent variable. Suppose meron ka namang 2 dito, so we just have to say 2 times 2, that's 4, plus 1, that is 5, or meron ka dyang 5. So ito, we can express that as a function of 2, which is equal to 5. And another one, suppose we have 4, so 4 times 4, 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So we can also express that as a function of 4. So therefore guys, in terms of dependent and independent variable, pwede kong sabihin that the function of 0 is equal to 1, which is also equal to y, and the function of 2 is also equal to 5, which is also equal to y, and then the function of 4 is equal to 9, which is equal to also y. Therefore, we can safely say that y is equal now to the function of x, wherein the function of x expressed using the independent variable 2x plus 1. So this one is a function, right? So this is a function whose independent variable is x and whose dependent variable is y. So that is the concept of dependent and independent variables. Okay, at this point, we would like to consider what we call the function notation. So yung function notation is just a simple expression na yung sinasabi sa atin, the idea is that we can express a specific equation by just using the symbol for function. So suppose meron kang function of x, which is can be, say for example, 3x squared minus 2x plus 1. So we can say that this is a function of x or fx. So, pwede nating hanapin ang different values. So, supposedly, ang nire-require sa atin is function of 0 or f of 0. So, ang ibig lang sabihin nito guys is what is the value of the whole function of x if the value of x is 0. So, ang gagawin lang natin dyan later is to substitute the value. So, let's have another one. Say function of negative 2 and another one is function of 3. Okay, so that is our unknowns. Ang solution lang natin dyan ay simple lang. Ano? So first is for a, which is the function of 0, ang gagawin lang po natin is to substitute the value of 0. Kasi remember, dito makikita natin that it is a function of x. So therefore, since nilagay natin siyang function of 0, therefore we assume that the value of x is 0. So we just have to substitute that. So 0 squared minus 2 times 0 plus 1. So, 3 times 0, 0. 2 times 0, 0, 1. So, ang matitira sa atin ang 1. Therefore, we can say that the function of 0 is equal to 1. We can also consider the next one that says what is the value of the function of negative 2. So, similar case, ang ibig lang sabihin nito, the value of x in the expression above dito is equal to negative 2. So, substitute lang natin 3 times negative 2 squared minus 2 times negative 2 plus 1. And all we have to do is to just substitute that. Negative 2 times negative 2, this is now equal to positive 4. Tapos, times 4, that is equal to 12. Tapos, itong dalawa, negative 2 times negative 2 naman is also positive 4. So, substitute lang natin yung mga values na yan. So we have 3 times positive 4 that is 12, plus 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1. So therefore, we can say that the function of negative 2 is equal to 17. Ayan. So f of negative 2 is 17. So for our third example, we are to calculate f of 3. So pause the video and try to solve it muna. Okay, now that you have tried it, I hope that you get the following answer. So, 3 times positive 3 squared, kasi ang value ng x is 3, minus 2 times positive 3 plus 1. So, 3 times 3, we know that as 9 times 3, that is equal to 27. Tama, no? Minus 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1. So, we have here 27 minus 6 is 21 plus 1 is 22. So the function of 3 is 22. So that is what we call the function notation. So you can solve a lot of variables or values of f or f of x depending on the plug-in input or the variable input, which is the value of x in this case. Okay, so I hope that you've understood that concept. Sometimes in function notation, hindi necessarily ang values natin is actually, or the value of the plugin is not necessarily equal to x. Could be another function. So, kung another function siya, paano natin siya i-approach? So, tingnan natin kung anong gagawin natin. So, let's have another example. Suppose we have two functions. We have the function of x is equal to, say, 2x plus 1. Ito yung lagi nating example. And we have, say, g function of x naman is equal to 3x. Suppose that is our given and we are to solve for the function of the g of x. So, paano natin siya isi-solve? So, if we are interested in solving for the function of g of x, ang gagawin lang natin dyan, ang solution natin, is to substitute the value of the g of x to the value of x. So, therefore, since we know that the function of x is equals to 2x plus 1, therefore, we can say that the function of g of x is equal to 2 times whatever the value of g of x is substitute natin siya to x. So, in this case, that is equal to 3x. And then, plus 1. So, therefore, ang magiging sagot natin is 2 times 3, that is 6. So, 6x plus 1, this is the value of f of g of x. So, that is the concept of this particular function notation. In other words, ang sinubstitute natin dito is not necessarily a value of x, rather a function that is also expressed in terms of x. What if balik na rin natin siya? We are to solve for the g of f of x. Okay? So, paano kung ganyan ang ginagawa natin? So, ang gagawin naman natin dyan is babalik na rin lang din natin ang process. So, kukunin natin ang g of x, which is equals to 3x in this case. And then, isosolve natin ang g of the f of x. So, in this case, ang f of x natin is isusubstitute lang natin dyan ang kanyang value, no? So, which is equal to 3 times whatever the value of the f of x. So, in this case, the value of f of x is 2x plus 1. So, 2x plus 1. And then, we just have to substitute that. Therefore, we can say that the g of f of x is equal to 3 times 2, that is 6x, and 3 times 1, that is plus 3. So, therefore, the value here is equal to that. So, medyo magkaiba sila ng sagot, di ba? Because we have to understand na dito, ang sinubstitute natin sa first example is g of x. Dun sa second example, ang sinubstitute natin ay f of x. Okay? In this session, we will try to combine several functions together using mathematical expressions. So in this topic, we are to combine functions. There are some rules that we have to consider. First, there's the sum rule. So suppose we are to add the two functions together of the same function x. So the rule is simple. We just have to add the function of x with another function of x. So that is f plus g as a function of x is equal to the f function of x plus g function of x. So similarly for subtraction, all we have to do is to subtract the individual functions. F of x minus g of x. So, again, the same process for the product rule. We just have to apply the individual functions. For quotient rule, we just have to divide the numerator with its denominator. So basically, that is our rules in combining several functions together. Let's have an example for that. Suppose we have two functions, f(x) is equal to 3x and g of x is equals to 2x plus 1. Then we are to solve for the following. We are to get the sum, we are to get the difference, we are to solve for the product, and of course, we are to solve for the quotient. Okay, so our solution is simple. For first item, f plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x. So we just have to substitute the values. So f of x is 3x plus g of x is 2x plus 1. So simplifying this function, we have 5 of x plus 1. So this is now your answer for f of g as a function of x. Okay, for our second example, we have the difference between f and g of x. F of x minus g of x simply equal to 3x minus the quantity 2x plus 1. So this will become 3x minus 2x is x. Negative times positive 1 is negative 1. So this will be your answer for that. Okay. The one is the product rule. We just have to use the product rule. F times g of x is simply equal to f of x times g of x. So if we are to substitute the value of f of x, which is equal to 3x times the value of g of x, which is 2x plus 1, then we can have an answer of 2x times 3x, that is 6x squared, plus 3x times 1, 3x. Or we can simplify it by saying 3 times 3x squared plus x. Okay, so finally, we can have the last one. Dito na natin siya isusulat. F over g of x is equal to f of x all over g of x. Just have to substitute that. So 3x over 2x plus 1. So this is now your final answer for that. At this point in time, we will try to discuss the concept of graph of a function. So suppose you have a function expressed in this particular equation, y is equal to x squared plus 1. So this is your value. So we have to substitute the values for y and x. So first, ang gagawin natin is to just create a table here. So y and x here. And plug in values of x. So say for example, we can start with say negative 3. And we plug in another one, negative 2. So 1, 0. We plug in another one, which is, sorry, this should be negative 1. So positive 1, positive 2, and positive 3. So all we have to do is to substitute the values of each values of x the same way na ginawa natin kanina sa function. So we can have the values as the following. Negative 3 times negative 3 is, of course, positive 9 plus 1 is 10. So negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4 plus 1 is 5. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1 plus 1 is 2. 0 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. And then similarly, 1 times 1 is 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. So now we have values for x and y. Now all we have to do is to plug it in sa ating Cartesian coordinate plane. Okay, now we just have to identify the points. So that is negative 3, positive 10. So negative 3, positive 10. So nandito siya. So this is our negative 3, positive 10. The next one is negative 2, positive 5. So andito siya. So that is negative 2, positive 5. Next is positive, negative 1, positive 2. Dito siya, negative 1, positive 2. Of course, we have 0 and 1. So, andito siya. These are 0 and 1. Similarly, this is our positive 1, positive 2. This is our positive 2, positive 5. And finally, we have here our positive 3, positive 10. So all we have to do now is to connect these dots so we can observe that this is actually forming a parabola that opens upward. Right. So that is the graph of our function. So review. First step is to identify your variables, which one is independent and which one is dependent. Number two, solve for values using the function. Finally, plot the graph, plot the points in the graph. So once you're done with that, you have already graphed your functions. Okay, at this point in time, we will try to discuss the concept of odd and even functions. So this is quite simple. The rule is that if the function of negative x is equal to the function of x, then that particular function is what we call an even function. So it is an even function. So conversely, if the function of x is equal to negative function of x, then we call it an odd function. So how do we illustrate this? No? Say for example, you have a simple function here that says that the function of x is equals to 2x plus 1. All you have to do, if we want to test whether it is odd or even, you have to solve for the function of negative x. So therefore, if that is so, all we have to do is to substitute the value of the function of negative x. So that is 2 times negative x plus 1. So that is negative 2x plus 1. So therefore, we can observe that it is neither even or odd because function of x is not equal to function of negative x, but at the same time, the function of x is not equal to the negative function of x kasi positive pa rin to. Therefore, this particular example is neither even nor odd. Let's have another example. Suppose we have a function here that says it is equal to x raised to 4 plus 2x squared minus 3. So, to test that, we have to solve for the function of negative x, meaning that is negative x raised to 4 plus 2 times negative x squared minus 3. Then we can have it as x raised to 4 plus negative x times negative x is still negative x, so is still positive x, so 2x squared minus 3. Therefore, we can say that since the function of negative x is equal to the function of x, kasi pareho lang sila, if you'll observe that, therefore, the function is even. So let's have another example for odd. So suppose you have a function here of x which is equal to x cubed minus 3x. We are to test whether it is positive or negative. So we have to substitute negative x to the values of x. So that is negative x cubed minus 3 times negative x. So therefore, we can have here as negative x cubed plus 3x or simply negative of x cubed minus 3x. So therefore, we can observe that f of negative x is equal to negative of f of x. Therefore, the function is odd. Okay? So that is the concept of functions. So by this time, we have already discussed all about functions, how to solve for functions, how to combine functions, how to graph functions, and how to determine whether the function is even or odd. So thank you so much for listening.